Hey guys, Fryedegg here, and today we're doing something a little bit different. Today we're going to be reading to you the first and only issue of the Orcs Must Die comic book. This is available on Robot Entertainment's website via their store. I'll have some links here, and I'll put some annotations right here, and I'll have the links in the description. But the comic book's $5, and it is, as you can see here, it is signed by the writer David Leary and the artist Bart Tiongson, as well as several other artists that have signed their respective pieces that are in the back of the comic. But yeah, with Orcs Must Die 2 coming out, I figured it'd be it'd be a good thing to get some better story behind the Bromage and his roots and where he came from with the new game coming out. And a lot of people might not even know that there is this comic and this resource for some extra story, but it's here, so I wanted to share it with everybody. So without further ado, we'll get started. All right, as you can see here on the left, we have some orcs doing their thing, being orcs, probably snarling and getting ready to go try to kill people. But then it goes into a little bit of the backstory here on the other page. You got the title Orcs Must Die, and then it goes into saying, Orcs Must Die is a game that challenges players to defend fortresses under siege. With a wide variety of traps and weapons to choose from, Orcs Must Die dares players to find the best ways to hack, launch, flatten, gibletize, and incinerate an endless army of filthy orcs and their vile allies. Orcs Must Die features a vibrant look, addictive gameplay, and a blatant disregard for the welfare of orcs. And this is how the story begins. ... One second, turning the page. For all of written history, the rifts have existed. They are the primary source of magic in our world, magic that has become central to our way of life. When there was a drought, the mages summoned great storms. When the soil froze, it was magic that thawed our crops. Crack! Today, the rifts are commonplace, even taken for granted, but it was not always so. As you can see there, we got some rifts. 3 rifts just chilling. No fortresses around them yet. Next page. Ages ago, parties of brave or stupid explorers stepped through the rifts. Few returned. Those that did were never the same. They spoke of a ravaged world on the other side, a destroyed landscape populated by drooling, bloodthirsty monsters. You can see there's some dead adventurers. And one second, turn the page here. In case I'm not being clear, these were some really mean creatures, and ugly. Splat! Arg, my beautiful face! Armies of these monsters stepped through the rifts into our world, and the rivers ran with blood. Villages were burned to the ground, and then burned again. Centuries-old monuments were reduced to rubble in minutes. The monsters killed with no remorse and no mercy, and no hygiene. Ew. Bert, blah, grrr. Our land had never seen such unspeakable horrors. Evil had a face, and it was really ugly. We named our murderous, noxious, ugly new enemy Orc, and made a pact. I wonder what that pact could be. Orcs must die. Those who could tap into the power of the rifts fought on the front lines, driving the orcs back into their world. When the enemy had been pushed back, the war mages established the order and dedicated their lives to protecting the rifts and the people of our world. The mages are not alone. The weavers are the scholarly branch of the order, each manifesting the power of the rifts in her own special way to supplement that of the mages. Non-magical beings also serve the order. Legions of paladins and elven archers stand at arms, ready to be pulled into battle at a moment's notice. The Order sent mages, like me, to the dead world beyond the rifts. We constructed massive stone defenses around the rifts themselves, designed to keep the monsters at bay. The progress was painstaking, but crucial. The Order went to great lengths to safeguard our world. Squash! Oh, shh! Smack! Sniff, sniff. Is something burning? Sizzle, sizzle, crackle, crackle. Each fortress was filled with traps designed for no other purpose than to kill orcs. They were crude and merciless, but they worked exceptionally well, sometimes a little too well. Cleanup was a nightmare. And here on the right, some more things available in the Robot Entertainment store. There's the actual address and whatnot. Once again, the links for this, or I'll put an annotation here, and they'll be in the description below. And I don't know if that promo code is true, but there may be a promo code to get 10% off. But yeah, remember to check out the store. Next page. But the fortresses and traps were just the beginning. The order continued to evolve. War mages were given apprentices so that they may pass on their mastery of the rift magic. All of the other war mages were given students with discipline and limitless potential. Go ahead, pull my finger, was given him, little bro mage. The boy was a fool. He had some potential, but he also had the brain of an ogre. He was unfocused and unteachable. I've never been the most patient of the mages. I suspect the order sent him to me for that very reason, to teach me, or to punish me. I've never quite been sure which. Boy, you'd better listen when I speak to you. Aw, man, here we go again. Next page. Boom! As the years passed, other apprentices honed their abilities, ensuring that they were prepared for the battles that would surely come. My apprentice, however, was busy conquering a different kind of battlefield. I'd given him an arsenal of tools, but he insisted on using the one tool that was useless against an army of orcs. It's the longest blade staff in the order. You can touch it if you want, but be gentle. For centuries, the monsters seemed aimless and disorganized, content to fight amongst each other, incapable or uninterested in banding together. Over time, it was easy for our people to forget that the creatures even existed. Only the Order and the Rift Fortresses stood as reminders of the terrible battles that had been fought in the past. But our enemies had not been idle. Smash! They were gathering in staggering numbers. One by one, Rift Fortresses began to fall. We thought that we had prepared ourselves for any eventuality, but war mages stepped through the rifts only to meet their doom, trampled into the soil under thousands of filthy clawed feet. Get to the rift! Go, go, go! Rift, rift, rift! Burp! Fart. Now more than ever I must make the boy listen. As our fellow mages are destroyed, it falls upon us to drive the enemy back into their dark world. Armed with my knowledge, the boy might yet become the war mage to end this struggle once and for all. Though I wouldn't hold my breath. And there you have the bro mage and the OG mage. They're the only ones left, and they're getting ready to take on the orcs. Next page. That actually concludes our story part of the comic. The rest is artwork and graphics and different things from the Orcs Must Die universe. So give them a look, and I'll go ahead and throw some Orcs Must Die music with this. And yeah, I'm gonna put an annotation up in the top right for the robot store again if you guys want to buy this comic book. So thanks for watching, guys, and I hope you enjoyed. Peace.